and just love us. You know, there's something about a dog in a hospital that just, you know, makes people smile, and we've just had some amazing times. My favorite, I'm already tearing up thinking about it. I went to visit a little girl who wasn't feeling very well. This was a long time ago, with Mocha, and there's something about being a dog volunteer that you're so hard on yourself, and you're harder on your dog than you need to be. You know, you're like, oh my god, my dog didn't do everything perfectly, and you know, it was a big lesson for me. And I was kind of nervous about Mocha. I wasn't sure if she was going to do well, and because she'd been a little bit nervous that morning. And I walked into this little girl's room and set Mocha on the bed. And, you know, I did all the hand hygiene and put the towel down for dander control. And Mocha just curled up next to this little girl. I mean, it was the cutest thing ever. She did her little cutesy snuggle and her little, we call it the Shih Tzu shuffle, and she curled right up to her. And the little girl just, I mean, giggled and laughed, and then she turns to me and she says, Mocha's the first dog that loved me this much. Oh! Oh my god. I had to turn away. I was like, that's great, honey. Yep, I'm fine. Nothing wrong with my voice. It was just so cute, you know? Oh, there's the vine. So it's awesome. I love it. I love that hospital. I love working there. I love being a volunteer there. What I'm doing for Extra Life, I'm not really representing the hospital. It's just something I do on my own through Children's Miracle Network and Extra Life, the charity. But, you know, I love it. I just absolutely love it. And what I really love about doing this is that video games to me have always been really special. I grew up an only child. I didn't have siblings to play with, and both my parents worked growing up. So I had to entertain myself a lot for a while. And, you know, video games were kind of my little secret escape. But honestly, I really do believe they made me a better person. Because I always played the types of video games that had some kind of moral or story to them, and, you know, it was always about, the games that I played were always about doing good for others. And so many people don't see that, because when you watch television, you see the Call of Duties and the Grand Theft Autos, which I think they should exist, because, you know, video games are an escape for people, and it's just kind of your little world where you get to do ridiculous things that you can't do in real life. But I love, you know, it made me so sad that people didn't realize that these nice little games existed either. You know, people would always, when I tell them I play video games, they would always give me this look, like, oh, you play those shooters, you like to kill people, don't you? And it's like, no. Actually, I don't. Every game I play, I save the world, every time. But people don't see that stuff on TV. They see, well, of course, you know, it's just like the news. They see all the violent stuff, so that's what I loved about Extra Life. When I heard about this a couple years ago, and I got this idea, oh my god, you know, what if I could stream my favorite games so that people could see what I'm really playing, but I could also do it to benefit an organization I really believe in. So that's why I Extra Life. That's my motivation behind all this, and that I can show you what I love, and you know, at the same time, I can help an organization that I truly believe in. And I mean, it's like the best of both worlds. It's just phenomenal. I'm so lucky in my life that I have been able, I'm sorry, I'm crying. I'm so lucky in my life that I have been able to find ways to take what I'm passionate about to help other people, because that's so important to me. Not just with video gaming, but even with dogs. I love dogs, fanatically. My friend Katie said, we're going to be able to do a puppy cam this year, so I have to procure some puppies, probably Mocha and Carmi, my little brigaders. But, you know, I can take them to visit with kids, and we visited an airport to help with stressed travelers. I mean, we've done all kinds of stuff. And I'm really interested in disaster response, too, and I went down to Katrina, and it's awesome. It's really awesome.
The vines were slowly burying the king and his city, No matter what he tried, the king couldn't stop them. So he decided to create something that could. He mixed in paint thinner, malice, and snot, and soon had the outlines of a pretty horrible creature. But it wasn't until the thing began to coil its tentacles and snap its jaws that the king understood what he had made. And for the first time in his life, the king was afraid.
But that's what video games were to me, you know? All that stuff that I did, all that volunteering, was inspired by the types of games that I played that touched my heart and made me want to be a better person. So that's what they mean to me, and I'm so glad that I can use them in a way, you know, that continues that passion that they inspired in me. Every video game I've ever kept in my whole life, you know, because every kid's parents have told them, well, you're not going to play that anymore, and tried to make them trade it in, but I have not. Every game that has had meaning to me, that has taught me some kind of lesson or has inspired me to be a better person, I have kept, so that I can either so that I can either, you know, share it with my kids or share it with my family someday, you know, if they're ever open to seeing that I can do that. And now I can, that's the cool thing about all this is, you know, they don't have to sit here with me in the house for hours and hours and hours watching me get through these, because I know it you know, not everybody has 250 hours, like if I was playing Skyrim. Not everybody has, you know, 20 hours, 50 hours, whatever it takes to play some of these games, to sit and watch me play through it. So now with the streaming stuff, I can do it all at once, and people can just kind of watch at their own pace, you know, whatever works for them. And they can watch little bits at a time. You can watch all in a go, like on Saturday, you can watch it, and it's so cool. I'm so excited for the opportunities that are available, that weren't available growing up. This is awesome. Yeah, so I think there's a thing I can unlock that lets me do this, like, to the whole game. How awesome is this to have gigantic power like that? If I can aim it there. You ready? Oh my gosh, I almost whipped that back. Whiff meaning like near miss. Okay, we're good. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to be mushy for a little bit because I had to be real about why I do all this, you know.
Even half finished, the creature had no trouble swallowing up all the king's soldiers, half his zoo, and 3 peppermint gazebos.
Peppermint gazebos?
It was only with the help of his pet hippo and the giant that the king was able to force it into the sea. And though the water remained black for years after, the creature was never seen again on shore.
But yeah, I just think it's important to talk about that kind of stuff. You know, why you do what you do. Let's see. I think I just have to climb the wall and then shoot. I hope that didn't sound like gobbledygook, because I was like trying to multitask, and I know like everyone who's anyone always says like multitasking is fictitious. You can't. It's not actually feasible for people to do it. I get that. Yeah. Legit. And I believe it, because, like, yeah, I'm that way. Nailed it! We were thinking about creating a team again this year, too. I don't know. I didn't make one yet, because I wasn't sure if people wanted to do their own thing. Oh, I made it. Oh, cool. Or if people wanted to be a part of a team, because the one year that we made a team, Nobody created individual accounts to join the team. I don't quite understand how it works on the website. I gotta research more of that. So I don't know. I still can. You know, the most important thing is that we're here, that we're doing what we're doing for the kids. You know, whether it's all funneled through my individual account or whether I create a team and we all do it, I don't really care, you know, or if each person does it individually.
Within a short time, the king's subjects had all moved away, except the giant, who was quite loyal and also very lazy.
Oh, wow, I feel kind of silly. I can't believe I missed that. It was right there in front of my face. I need the hose for that, I think. Oh, ladder. One thing I'd really like to do for my next couple of streams is get some people on here to talk about. Oh, hello, Blue. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the one that I got. Get people to talk about, you know, why they extra life. You know, not everybody has a personal story with Acre Children's Hospital, which I hope that's the case.
Monroe waved goodbye to the giant and set sail. But no matter how fast he went, the Swan was always just out of reach. And not for the first time that day, Monroe suspected he was being led somewhere. Then they flew into a cloud, and everything went black.
But yeah, what I mean by that is, like, I don't want people to, you know, get sick or have been sick. But, you know, even if they wanted to get on here, see if I can get my friends to get on here and talk about, you know, why they like gaming, what it meant to them.
Monroe sailed on in darkness following the Swan's voice, but he never saw a thing. Not the stars, not the Swan, and certainly not the tree he got stuck in. When the clouds lifted, the Swan was gone, leaving Monroe alone in the middle of an immense forest.
Team Rocket, thank you for joining me.
Since there was nothing else to be done,
I love this game too, it's awesome.
He jumped.
Oh my god, I hate this part. Okay, well, we're gonna... Yeah, the screen is really supposed to be black because it's it means I can't. You know, it's supposed to be symbolizing like nighttime darkness, that I can't see what I'm doing. The first time I played this, I mean, I was terrified. Didn't see that last time. There's a balloon here. It's here, somewhere. I don't even know. I'll have to come back. It's like right. It's there. No, I'm coming back. I'm not going to make you all sit through me trying to fumble around in the dark, trying to find a balloon. Are you meaning these one is food? No.